Well, we're here. Apologies, we're a little bit late, but we are here, and it has all been kicking off in the Silverstone Grand Prix. Welcome to On Track GP. We are here, and I'm joined today by Dan and Alexis. It's very much a Mercedes sort of heavy couch over there, isn't it?
Like, Mercedes boys.
Done, man.
yeah. Well, look, we've had so much action early on, assuming that you're watching as well. We're seeing some replays at the minute, but initial thoughts. We saw Lando Norris take the lead at the Silverstone Grand Prix for about 3 or 4 laps. Unbelievable, right?
Incredible start, man. I didn't expect that. Do you know what was really interesting as well? Was, when you think that's happened straight away, Verstappen will have him back. He held out. I know he hasn't been halfway through, but he's held out and competed, and that was surprising for me. Man. I never saw that coming, Joe. I can't lie. And
it's nice as well because we've seen on the radio that the McLarens are not going to be fighting each other. They're going to defend that position and go for a 2-3. What are your thoughts on that, Alexis?
I think it's a smart move. You see Norris is still only 1.3 seconds behind. If they're fighting and tussling and be wasting tyres, he'd probably be 4 or 5 seconds behind. So it keeps the race alive, which I think is really, really good. And hopefully he can get him. Maybe we get an undercut from Norris. Hopefully.
Well, we are expecting rain in the next sort of lap or two. And with the cars so bunched up at the minute, we were just talking before we came on that if we see guys coming in double stack, they're going to lose a lot of time. So do they risk staying out, keep one driver out longer? Do they do a Ferrari clown show and bring them both in and waste 5 seconds? Who knows? I'll just take you through the grid quickly. So Max Verstappen, who started on pole, in fact the top 3 are in the same order. Max Verstappen, Lando Norris, Oscar Piastri. We've got a really interesting battle for the next 4 cars. Leclerc in 4th, Russell 5th, Sainz 5th, and Hamilton 7th. Followed by Hamilton did manage to get past Alonso. We thought he was going to get stuck there for a while. Alonso in 8th, Gasly up in 9th, and Albon currently in the last points position in 10th. We'll get to Albon because I'm such an Albon fanboy at the minute, honestly. Behind Albon we've got Stroll in 11th, Sergio Perez in 12th. That is just unforgivable. Yuki Tsunoda 13th, Logan Sargent 14th. De Vries, Zhou, Bottas, Magnussen, Hulkenberg, who we saw lose a portion of his front wing, and Ocon, who looks as though Ocon might have retired.
Yeah, he's out.
Yeah, we must have missed that as we were chatting.
Well, I saw he went into the pit.
Yeah, he was pitting. We thought that was early on lap 10, but obviously he's had a problem there. So.
Wow, interesting. Let's do some quick predictions now. I know we're mid-race, but let's do some quick predictions. And guys, get your predictions in as well. The race has started, but what do you think the top 3 is going to end up being? Should we do the boards?
Yeah,
let's
do the boards.
You've got 2 pens. Thanks, mate.
I
think P1's pretty comfortable, right?
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's going to fight P1 now.
I'd like to, but I'd also like to try and get it right.
Yeah, fair.
See what I mean? It's like, where do I go, head or heart here? I've kind of done a bit of both.
We're tracking the rain, but it's going to miss us on the radar.
I've done, man, yeah.
Wouldn't be so sure about that. There seems to be drops about,
Okay, so there's drops of rain coming in.
Mercedes said it's not coming, but...
We're going to go to production, actually, on that right now.
Good afternoon, gents. Just some news on George Russell. His team is after telling him that the rain is going to miss the track. It's going to miss it on their, according to their radar. But Russell said he wouldn't be so sure because there's drops on his visor. Now, we all know what drops on Russell's helmet is like, so let's just take that with a pinch of salt.
He must be sweating again.
Yeah. Sweaty Russell's back.
Must be sweating again, man.
All right, what you got? What's your predictions? Alexis, you go first.
Max, Norris, Leclerc.
Max, Norris, Leclerc.
I've gone Max, Lando and George. I'm being patriotic.
Yeah, I've gone for the exact same as you. Max, Norris and Charles.
Yeah.
Interesting. We should sort of, it would be nice to get those in earlier because I probably wouldn't have said that. Oh, that's a nice move. That's Sergio Perez.
Yeah, Perez is finally getting up again. This will be good. Perez Albon. What's going to happen there?
Well, we know the Williams is one of the hardest cars to get past. I mean, even Perez in a rocket ship. But
Norris, can we make Plan A? Can we make Plan A work currently? Yes, I think so for sure. So that's got to be 2 stops surely. You must want a 2 stop.
I love that they talk in code.
Yeah,
but they all must know each other's code.
I mean that's got to be a 2 stop, isn't it?
Has to be.
Andrew Green says Verstappen is going to get his first win at Silverstone today. Yeah, Andrew, I think you could well be right.
Yep. Sad.
Be nice if he doesn't. Be nice if he doesn't.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny really because I was thinking on the way here, and we've sort of had this conversation before. But if Max was never born, the championship this year would be insane.
Mate, they would be free for all, man.
Behind him, particularly now, you've got another team coming back. If McLaren can make these upgrades stick, And they can be challenging the likes of Ferrari and Aston Martin and Mercedes. It would be incredible.
If you're betting on Formula One, everybody knows who to go for the race win. I would not want to put my money on second or third each weekend.
No.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
You'd be all over the place.
Yeah,
Well,
it is. It's crazy.
I think Red Bull break a record this weekend if they win right. First team to win 11 in a row or match a record of 11 in a row from this season and like the last 4 races of last season. Something
Will they
silly
win?
like
Will
that.
they go 2022 this year?
Unless Max has a DNF, which is crazy. It shows how bad Perez is. If Perez was, I don't know, if he was 50% of Max, then you'd put your money on it, right? That they're going beaten. But if Max doesn't have a DNF, then why not?
It's over to him, isn't it? It's over to him.
It's interesting because some of the drivers seem to be struggling with the wind. We see that's the sort of third probably radio message we've had about it. Max in particular saying that he's really struggling. I think we saw it was up to 35 mile an hour winds on the track, which is when you're going yourself at over 200 miles an hour, that's going to make your car go.
Well, listen, he don't look to be affected at the moment. He's 2.6 now ahead of Norris.
He's got to moan about
and
something.
He's struggling. He's struggling.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, as we said, unless there's some sort of mechanical failure or he gets taken out, I really think they could go 22. He could win 20 because Perez has won 2, so I think Max could win 20 races.
Can you imagine?
This season.
20 races.
It's a madness,
Season. When Hamilton was dominating, he used to average about 10, 11, maybe 1, 12.
I haven't seen anything like this.
20 is that's bananas.
There is a little bit of wobbling under braking though. The guys, we've got the view on George Russell's front wing. There's a little bit of movement under braking. I wonder if that is a factor of the wind.
I'm worried about George's strategy, to be honest. He's been sat behind on these soft tyres for the whole 14 laps, half a second. I think it's going to cost him in the long run. Hamilton's dropped behind Sainz, so I don't know. I think with those, between 5 and 8, it'd be a combo of those 3, wouldn't it? Russell, Sainz and Hamilton probably.
Mate, they're going like over 180 through Maggots and Beckett's. That's insane, isn't it?
Compared to what it used to be, mate.
Mad.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That is just insane.
Absolutely crazy.
What's happening here, Russell, then? He's had a look, or...? No, he's gone wide.
Wide.
Tyres are going off.
Yeah.
What lap did we say the 2 stopped? It was about now, wasn't
24?
it?
No,
good to see Pep Guardiola there.
Yeah.
He's been invited into the... He had no idea who Martin Brundle was at the start, did he? Did you see it?
He was so confused, mate.
Why is this man staring at me with a Sky Sports microphone?
He's probably...
Am I doing an interview about City? Or?
He's probably talking to Toto about lawyers because, these 115 charges.
Oh,
and all
yeah,
that. It's probably
man.
like that.
Oh,
Toto's got his lawyers. Toto's the lawyer, man, isn't he, after Abu Dhabi? I'm not bitter.
Hey, Harry, thoughts on Ferrari? Well, for me, fine so far. I'm glad Leclerc's hold his place. It's disappointing that Sainz dropped a position to Russell early on, but I think that the soft tyre is going to be will be the impact of that. And we're seeing Russell burn through them. Norris has just had a time deleted on lap 14.
Track limits.
The track limits. God, we saw a lot of track limits last week.
Enough of them.
Yeah, about to say, I saw it, I almost vomited.
No, 100 in the race. No, how many in the race?
1,200. 1,200.
That's absolutely ridiculous.
1,200 complaints. Sorry, it's 1,200 complaints. It was roughly 1,000 with penalties or something. So, something
That is
silly like that.
absolutely ridiculous.
It is mad. Verstappen's just come on the radio saying light drizzle.
Yeah,
So-
well, it's interesting.
What does that mean? What is light drizzle?
Not enough to change your tyres, I'd
No, I
imagine.
wouldn't have thought so.
You don't want to be putting on
Look at the
inters
sky
unless
there, though.
there's rain. Yeah.
It is
very
coming,
soon.
isn't it?
We'll pop over to production as well.
Yeah, so just thoughts on this rain. Obviously, Silverstone, as you know from the quiz, Joe, during the weekend,
Yeah.
it goes through 2 counties. It's a really big circuit, and I personally have never walked the length of it because it's just massive.
Yeah.
So I haven't. But the problem with a big, long circuit like this is, you get in like Spa or maybe even Monza, is it could be very well raining on one end and completely bone dry the other side.
Yeah.
So if there's drizzle at, say, turn 6 or 7, well, what do the drivers do? Is it
Yeah.
bad enough to change tyres, or do they stick it out in the dries? So definitely worth keeping an eye on if it gets any worse.
Yeah, I mean, I personally, thanks, Colin. I absolutely love to see a little bit of rain just because it feels a bit of an equaliser. It sort of means the quick cars won't be able to go as quick, and the slow cars therefore are able to catch up and have a little bit of a look.
Rain's always interesting, man.
Yeah.
Always interesting.
And speaking of slow cars versus quick cars, we've got a great battle for the last point position at the minute between Albon and Perez, which is just, I mean, we know that the Williams is difficult to pass, and this is almost like Albon was a second seat Red Bull driver. Perez is the second seat, even though he doesn't think he is the second seat in the Red Bull.
He's a third
This
seed
could be a
driver.
great battle. I really hope Albon can hold on to it.
Yeah, likewise, man. George is all over the back of that Ferrari, man.
Yeah, it's properly close, isn't it? But those tyres, they've got to be tired. They've got to be tired.
They have to be, man.
I'll tell you what, Joe. You asked a question off air about who could take over from Perez. Alex Albon could go back.
Yeah.
The way he's racing.
The way he's been
100%.
so impressed. I've
He's
been
just been
so
done.
impressed,
He's
man.
just been done by Perez. So Perez is up now. But he should be
Come
in that
on.
car
It's a
against the
Williams, bro.
Williams.
Yeah.
Where does that car rank in history? Is it the best car of all time yet? Is it top 3? The 2020 Merc's got to be up there.
I think
It's got to be
if
one
they
of
go,
those.
if they go and win 22-0
It would be
this
the
year,
best
it would be
ever,
the
wouldn't
best
it?
piece of machinery ever made.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that.
If they win this race and they equal the record, it's definitely in the discussion, isn't it? And he's sitting in 10th in it.
Yeah, this is that move by Perez on Albon.
It's
Yeah,
easy,
just, car's about 15 miles an hour quicker,
So-
maybe even 20 with DRS. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Is Checo driving a Red Bull in September, or is it too soon for them to move him on?
It's one for you.
I mean, I don't think they'll make anything rash right yet. There's pressure.
Yeah.
But there should be pressure. This is an elite sport. It should be pressure, right? There's been pressure on Gasly before. There's been pressure on Albon. So now, of course, there should be pressure on Sergio Perez.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll make a ridiculously quick decision but that soon. But I'll be amazed if we're going into the next season and Perez is still there if this continues. You know, because we're talking about an unbelievable piece of machinery here.
Yeah.
And if you're qualifying 16th and then in lap 17th, you've gone up to finally to get into the points. Come on, man.
Five Q1s in a row has gone out.
Disgraceful.
That is actually disgusting, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
That is
actually
actually really poor.
I think he'll go.
We've
honestly.
thrown this stat around a bit, but Valtteri Bottas never ever missed a Q3 in his Mercedes career.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you've always got he was absolutely the second driver, but Lewis Hamilton always had him there.
Yeah.
He always had the support.
And he kept him on his toes as
It
well.
was
I
a
think.
great
Yeah.
number
He
two. We were
kept him on
talking
his
about it
toes.
off air about
Yeah.
great number twos. Ruben Barrichello, another one.
Yeah.
Unbelievable number two.
Yeah.
And it's so important, man. But come on, Perez has got to buck his ideas up if he wants to stay.
Yeah, so he's 2.5 seconds off Gasly in ninth. I mean, he's got a long way to climb back. We know the car's incredibly quick, so you can't. It's sad, but you actually can't even write him off a podium, to be honest. I suppose actually we're coming up to 20 laps in. It does feel like he should have made more of a dent early on.
Agreed.
Here's one
Agreed.
for you, Joe. Who's the number 2 at Ferrari? Who should be number 2?
Ah, you're going to make me say my boy, Carlos Sainz.
I'm just interested, that's all.
Yeah, I think. There he is on the radio saying they're thinking of Plan B. I mean, God knows what that means.
What does that mean, Ferrari?
Oh my God. Carlos has said, "What's Plan B?" I've forgotten.
Oh my God. I'll let you know.
I don't know what Plan B is.
Hang on a second.
Oh my
A,
God.
B, C, D, E, F, G. They've gone as far as like F and G before. That is 7 plans. You should probably remember,
What's
but it's
Plan
not.
B? I forgot.
You'd like to think you can remember Plan B if there was 7.
Yeah,
of
yeah,
them.
yeah,
You might get
totally.
Ron about around Plan H. You might not quite remember.
Well, we'll see. We're going to see people come in and start to pit.
Box,
soon.
box,
There we
box.
go.
There we go.
Charles
Should we
is
do
in.
some pit
in.
stop?
He's
Oh,
in.
we've got. You two do it. I'll just shout a number out.
We could.
Have you done the pit stop thing
No,
before?
go on, what's
so
this
So you
then?
wait down as it's happening how quick the pit
think
stop
it is?
is
Ah,
going to be.
it
You
looks
get a
like-
point
cool,
if you get it right.
There you go.
Obviously,
This
guys,
is-
feel
this
free to
is-
play along with
okay.
us as well.
So
we've got
let's have a look.
Charles Leclerc coming in. Imagine going for the softs. Oh no, for the hards, going long. That was quick. 2-3.
2-7.
I went 2-9. Oh, 2-4. Wow.
It didn't feel like a 2-4.
God, I didn't feel that.
So
I don't
he's
know,
going
it felt-
long.
Fair play, man. Okay, I like that. I like that. That's
Yeah.
Good game,
that's
isn't
a good
it?
one, man. I've not had that one before,
Charles
so well
Leclerc
played,
going
man.
long. So he will stay out on those tyres for the next 30 or so laps.
Lewis has took a second out of Carlos, 1.6. He was up to almost 3 seconds a few laps ago.
Come on, Lewis.
Just buying his time, and he pit window
Look at
opens in
Vettel.
2 laps.
Verstappen now, man. 4 point.
May as well be
4
Vettel. That's what Vettel did back
Yeah,
in the day.
it
May
was,
as well
man.
be.
It was. It's
Do you remember
quite-
those
yeah,
painful days?
That was very painful days.
At least Max doesn't hold the number 1 finger up. Do you remember? Oh, God, that used to wind me up.
George
man.
Russell has dropped right off
Yeah, he
the
really
back
has,
of...
man.
Oh, bloody
Oh no,
hell.
he's done... Oh no, sorry, of course he hasn't. Leclerc's come in.
Piastri.
That's
Yeah,
why
yeah.
there's the gap. Yeah. I'm surprised he's made those soft tyres last 19 laps.
He's at, yeah.
It's quite impressive.
He's
to be
dropped-
fair.
I'm about to say, he
He's
might-
racing them.
Right off, man.
He might
Almost
have-
5 seconds behind the McLarens.
He
Wow.
might have saved his race there.
What's
I've
Verstappen
seen a
saying?
few Ferraris
saw the Ferrari's pit. I guess we're
yeah.
just sticking to our strategy.
Right.
He says, yeah, they're not worried.
I'll tell you what, how do you read that blue on the black? I
Yeah,
can't
so-
read that
yeah,
at
I was
all.
like,
That's so weird. I'm impressed, bro.
I've been eating a lot of carrots, mate.
Is that what it is? I can read the white on the black, but
I should say as well, we've been running this PS5 competition pretty much since the beginning of the season, and we are announcing the winner right now.
Ooh, okay.
Congratulations to
Yes. No.
not you, and more importantly, not me, fuming, to Pete Taylor. Pete Raw, yeah, clap him in, clap him in.
P1 Pete.
He didn't. All he had to do was sort of subscribe and like a thing, and then we just pulled all the names out of our hat.
at least he did it, man. You've got to be in it to win it.
But, you know, he should go and do the lottery numbers because you've got luck on your side. Congratulations, Pete. That PS5 is literally going to be coming on its way to you. We'll be reaching out. Congratulations.
Yeah, congrats, mate.
I'm still fuming. It's not me.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Listen, enjoy it. That's what it's all about.
Get the new game.
Yeah, man. New
F1
competitions.
manager.
Need new competitions now. What
F1
are we going to win
manager.
next?
We've got
Signed shirt from you, Dan.
we've got a position after pit stop predictor there. Russell half a second. If he pits now, I think this is. Yeah,
Come
it's
out
Just
Lawrence.
behind Leclerc.
Leclerc.
Yeah, he's.
I imagine he's going to go for a two-stop though if he started on the softs. Yeah, they look tired. Those tyres, don't they?
He's got hope for a safety car or something, hasn't he? If he
Which,
gets
to
a
be
safety-
fair,
could
normally happens at Silverstone, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, all the rain. To get
The
your
rain.
prediction.
I'm surprised that we haven't really seen much of them. I mean, look, it's sunny on Max's car there, but I don't know. I would just love a bit of rain to mix things up.
They said George has got the fastest lap 'cause it's not shown on the graphic, is it? But I think I just saw they said that he's got the fastest lap.
yeah, Verstappen's just got it now.
Cheers, Max.
He did have it.
Standard,
Yeah.
standard Max.
I thought that was quality yesterday. The McLaren's like, yeah, Max went and ruined my weekend, but you know it was a good lap for me.
The honesty, yeah,
class,
I
man.
really appreciate it. To be fair.
And you could see Max just laughing. They're obviously going well. It's nice to see.
Yeah, good buddies, aren't they?
Yeah,
Well,
Pete's in the
this-
chat saying, "Oh my God, what? I've won!"
Yeah.
Yes, you have,
Congrats.
Pete.
Yes,
well
mate.
done, bro. Well done, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've got to say, I'm mightily impressed with McLaren.
Yeah.
I was worried
Insane.
they might tumble,
In the race pace.
but particularly Piastri. I was reading, or actually listening to a podcast on my way in, that McLaren haven't given all the upgrades to Piastri. So he's got himself on the front of the second row with not the
Without
same
it.
rear wing that Norris has. I mean, that is unbelievable.
That is insane.
What
That
he's
is
done.
insane.
Obviously,
I've
the
been
car's
so
upgraded,
impressed.
but
I never saw the McLarens holding this out, and I know we're not halfway through yet. I just didn't know what their race pace would be like over the distance. Obviously, qualifying,
completely
insane.
agree.
Yeah.
But this has been impressive, mate.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
can
mega,
they stay
isn't
there
it?
now? Do you know what I mean? The coming weeks, it'll be good to see.
Be great for him
Well,
to
they're
stay
not that much. I mean, look, they're slower than the Red Bull, but they're not that much slower.
No. I mean, listen, you can't really compare anyone to Max at the moment.
Yeah.
But look at what they're doing competitive-wise. It's impressive, man.
Let's head back over to production.
All right, so just a little thought on McLaren. Just to clarify what you said there, Joe, about the upgrades. Piastri actually does have the upgrades this weekend.
Oh, he does?
So both cars have
Oh, I
upgrades.
lied.
And,
Sorry about that.
Logan Sargent, his upgrades were meant to come in at Silverstone. They actually worked really hard at Williams and got the upgrades to him last weekend. So
Nice.
both teams have upgrades in both cars. And just looking at the times here between Norris and Verstappen, it kind of reminds me of a race many years ago, Melbourne 2017, where Hamilton and Vettel were like this. Vettel never dropped below 5 seconds and actually overtook him during the pit stops. So if Verstappen hits first, gets stuck in traffic, this is still Lando's game.
Yep. It's a great point.
You're keeping the fight alive.
Come on, man. I love that, Colin. I love that.
Keeping the fight alive.
Talking to Hamilton, he's knocking on DRS for your boy Carlos right now, Joe.
I know. That's poor, isn't it? And then the Mercedes
Carlos,
would be together.
Carlos the most overrated driver in
No, no. Carlos, I think Carlos is a good strategy driver. He's always thinking ahead. I like that about Carlos.
He's proper reeled it out there, mate.
Yeah, you're fishing.
Nearly caught you there, Joe.
You're fishing me.
Listen, I don't hate Carlos Sainz. I actually liked him as a McLaren. It's just he's gone there and I'm thinking, I don't know, man. I'm a fan of Leclerc, actually. I am a fan of Leclerc, but I feel like he's the better driver. But like you say, this season, there ain't been much in it, is there?
Yeah, big Charles fan, massive Charles fan.
Yeah, he's a good driver.
I think what we had in 2021 with Lewis and Max, we'd love to see Charles and Max in a similar level of car. Not the same car, similar level.
Yeah.
Something special about two cars being close. When it was Lewis and Nico, or it's just a headache, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, man. It was.
Two teams going against each other. So yeah, seeing Charles battle out would be amazing.
That year with Verstappen and Lewis, mate, that was just insane.
I'm still tired from it,
Insane. That was exhausting.
Yeah. I'm still tired from it.
And it's just such a terrible ending from such a good season.
Out of this world.
Hammond's almost in DRS. Come on, Lewis. Come on.
He's doing well here, man. He's proper getting.
Come on. I think that's
Two
it.
tenths
to
off.
see
There you
these
go.
two
He's taken
fight.
one off.
Yeah.
Yeah, it will be.
Both on the medium tyre, both basically the same age tyre, I think, as well.
Yeah.
So it could be some really good fighting.
I think 4 and 5 is the most the Mercs can get as well, if I'm perfectly honest. I hate to say, I think that's our ceiling.
You don't think they'd have a look at the McLarens?
No, I don't think so.
Interesting.
I agree with that. I'm afraid I'm with Lexus. Yeah, I agree, man. I agree. Do you know what? Right, I hate saying this because I don't even hate Max. Right? Wouldn't you just love him to crash out now? This would be an unbelievable race.
Well, it'd be Norris's first win. That's
Can you
the
imagine?
thing. Like at his home Grand Prix. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Because how competitive
Oh,
are the
man.
others? It's just, I think this could be an insane race if Verstappen was out of it. And, I'm not going to upset any Red Bull fans here because,
Yeah, you are. They get upset
well,
easily.
They do get upset easily. I am going to accept Red Bull fans. I just want him out. I'm joking. I don't want anyone to crash out. It's like, one of
Not
those
crash
things.
out, like an engine failure that
that's it. Yeah.
like slowly, and he's
Come
like,
on.
I've lost
This is
lost
Red
all
Bull.
power.
They never have engine problems, mate. They're too reliable.
We didn't get a chance to talk about the 2026 engine regulations and all the bickering last week about it, because they seem to be seems like Christian Horner's really worried.
That doesn't sound like Christian Horner.
No.
Is he moaning? Sorry, I need to stop, man. I need to stop. I'll be becoming bitter otherwise.
Do you know what? I used to, particularly when Drive to Survive came out, I was like, God, this has made me realise how much I really dislike him. But then over this course of this season, I'm
like him
really
again.
enjoying not liking him.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
actually, almost despite myself, quite like him. Because I think he knows he's a wind-up merchant, completely.
Oh
Like,
yeah, I think that's.
yeah, I quite
I just
like
can't
it.
get
It's
the
funny.
sound of his voice on my head in 21 when it was, why are we not racing? Why are we not racing?
Painful
Shut up.
for you.
Shut up.
Yeah.
I couldn't. I was done. I was
He got in
nearly
the head
done
of-
with Formula One
he got
after
in his
that.
head completely.
Yeah.
Michael Massey.
Michael
completely
Massey,
got in his head.
I was like, actually, you need to get the hell out of this sport then if that's how you end races.
It would never happen to Charlie White, and they wouldn't have even tried it.
Nah.
The one what got me with Horner, ironically Silverstone 2021, was when he said Lewis could have killed him or tried to kill him.
Oh yeah,
I was
tried
like-
to kill him.
I
Yeah.
was like, that's
Oh my
inflammatory.
God.
Come on,
So
man.
this is embarrassing. wasn't it?
You're exactly
Yeah.
right. Inflammatory, 100%.
That's what caused all the hate. Lewis got a lot of abuse, and
Of course
I
he
think
did,
that's what
yeah,
started the sort of war between Mercedes and Red Bull fans as
Definitely.
well. A lot of the toxic stuff that went on. So
We've got Zhou Guan Yu coming into pit, so this could be the beginning of when we see quite a few of them come in on those medium tyre and start to change. So if they're going for the two-stopper, they'll be putting softs on. For the medium tyre, they're all going to go long. Of course, they're all going to go for hards and go long. Like Charles did. Feels like Charles came in quite early on those hard tyres.
and his race is being ruined at the moment by
just stuck behind
Lance
Stroll.
Stroll. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think George might jump him here. Might
A
get
bit
him.
of a pit cut.
Yeah. Well, the
When
soft.
is he coming in then, George? I mean,
Well, if he's going long, he could probably get on a hard now. He's done well, hasn't he?
This is Charles and Stroll having a little tussle. Well, not quite tussle.
Come on, Charles. Come on, Charles.
Yeah,
Lance Stroll.
he's on the slower tyre, but it is a newer tyre, so it's going to be a fairly good fight, I think. I'm surprised
He's
how
gonna
clean
get
it's
it,
been
Stroll,
for
man.
Silverstone
Yeah,
so far.
it's been
yes, very,
really-
very, very much so.
Remember-
Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah,
Come on,
nice,
Charles.
great move.
Yeah.
Come
Good job.
on.
There we go.
Let's
Absolutely
go!
superb.
Come on!
Just
He goes well
straight
here.
Celebrated a 12th to 11th
Yeah.
for Ferrari. Oh, that is bleak, isn't
Mate,
it?
you got to take it, bro. You got to take it.
He goes well. He goes well here.
Harry's saying dark clouds near the track. Looks like rain could be coming soon. Yeah. Do you think the Perez and Ocon interaction should have been looked into from Zoe? Well, Ocon's out of the race, so there's no need to look into it.
Yeah.
Hydraulic issue, he's not racing, unfortunately,
Oh,
anymore.
yeah.
Perez is still just like 2 seconds off Gasly.
Yeah, I don't understand what it is.
Look, you can see him.
What is it with Perez, man? Has he just given up?
I think he's lost his confidence.
It has to be a mental issue.
Yeah.
Like he just can't.
The car's there, man.
The focus, the car. We see it every week. Is it completely the car, or is it that car is just perfect for Max, and it's almost like he's the only person that can drive it that well? Is there an element of that they've almost welded themselves together, built the car for Max, or as a top driver, should you be able to drive any car?
Yeah,
he should be able to drive.
I'm with the latter.
He
I'm
should
with
be
the
able
latter.
to drive.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Box for Science, by the way.
Carlos
Sainz
coming in.
Okay.
Yeah, Perez he's got to drive it. And the whole when he came across, he was supposed to be the guy who makes tyres last and he can drive in any situation, right? That's his thing. He's not rapid over one lap.
He might have been speeding in the pit lane.
Yeah.
He could get because he's just. We've
That
seen
was-
him lock up coming
That
in.
was so bad lock up. What
Yeah,
the hell was
yeah,
his head out there?
Sainz has done that before this season. He's locked up coming into the pit lane and got a penalty for going too quick.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
told you, he's overrated, Joe. I told you.
Give my boy a
You
break,
got
Dan!
him. You got him.
Jesus, mate!
Oh, you got him, mate. You got him.
He's got me done.
Here we go. Oh, what we saying? I'm going for
2-8.
2-7.
2-4.
Oh, let's go!
Well played, bro.
Nice.
Well played, man.
Yes, 2-4. That would do it.
Is that your first one?
Second one.
Oh, you got one last
Yeah,
time?
yeah,
nice.
I'm going
nice.
too late. I'm going too long. I
think
thought that
it's-
was longer than 2-4, man.
It's very much you got to follow your instincts.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
you
You
have to,
overthink
yeah.
it, forget it. Like,
Yeah. So where's he come out, Sainz? Oh, is he? Oh, come on, Lance. You can hold him up for a little bit for us. Come on, hold him up for a bit, Lance. Got to run the. We've got to run the Mercs long now. We have to run them long because Alonso and Gasly shouldn't be a problem. They're the only real. And Perez, maybe if he decides he wants to use sixth gear, maybe I don't know what he's doing.
George Russell's done 27
laps.
laps on the soft tyre.
But it was a scrub set as well. He's done 29
he did
on that.
he must have done 2 quali laps on it. That's absolutely mental.
He's done really
29
well
laps
there.
on that. That's
On
insane.
a soft tyre at Silverstone. Think how long the track is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's done well. He's done really
And how
well
quick
there.
it is.
Hard's looking on others. Hard doesn't look amazing, but it's our best option.
Yeah, because they're thinking if they want it, they have to go long to hope
course
that
they do.
Max does something wrong in the pit or whatever it is to
They're
just
just
be out
hoping,
on track when
hoping
he's...
for a miracle, aren't they, with
Hey,
anything with doing Max,
George
really.
might be in here, you know. He can put a soft on. He could put a soft on. He could put a
Because we're
soft
over
on.
halfway.
Yeah, he could put a soft
Oh
on.
no, he couldn't. You have to run 2 different tyres.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah,
a
you have
medium.
to-
I mean, a
for
medium.
sure,
Sorry,
yeah.
yeah. You could put another medium on. Sorry, what am I talking about? Put another medium on. He could be in here.
God.
Mate, it's looking good for my prediction. That's what I'm
It
saying.
is looking good for your prediction. You could even sneak second here. You could have 2.
Who did you say, Russell?
I've gone
Third.
for them 3. I've gone Max,
Max,
Lando,
Lando,
and George. I went patriotic, if I'm honest, but I was kind of half
Yeah.
using my head, but with my heart a lot more.
So Sainz has come out in 12th, and Leclerc is currently in 10th with Lance Stroll splitting it. In fact, I'll run you through the whole grid. So we've got Verstappen first, 2 McLarens behind in Norris, Piastri, then 2 Mercedes, Russell and Hamilton. Russell somehow running on those scrub softs. Alonso in 6th, Gasly 7th, Perez in a disgusting 8th. Really having a go at him today, aren't I?
Yeah.
The good grids disappear, but then I think it's Albon after that, and then
Who's
Oh,
on? I don't know. After that,
But
that's
yeah.
what matters, isn't it, at the moment?
It's not surprising, Russell, though, because, and hear me out, because I don't want to get any stick for it. He's not rapid. He's not like a Max or Charles or any of those sort. He's finally coming in, but he just understands his car, looks after tyres well.
Yeah.
I'm a fan, man.
Understands
I'm a fan.
understands the race. He's fast,
Yeah.
but he hasn't got that, like goat speed where he's just he's rapid.
That's fair.
let's have a look at George
think-
Russell's pit. Play along at home,
What-
guess
what-
the stop
What are you
time.
saying? You got
I'm a fan. I'm going to guess as well, yeah.
Here we go. That's long.
Ooh,
What?
so 2-8, 2-9.
2-8. I got 2-8
I'm
down.
going to go 2-9.
3-9.
I knew it was
God.
long. That's he's
That's really bad.
What's happened there? He's lost a second in the pits. What did they do there?
He had a bit. He had a
Did the
decent
rider
gap.
go on or
That's a second
something?
and a half.
What's he
slower
came out
than the
on?
Ferraris.
What's he come out on? He's came
And
out
Perez has just done a
on.
2-4 stop.
Come out on mediums, but what
Yeah.
happened there with that pit? Why was that so long?
Just got something stuck, didn't they?
Well, he just came out ahead of Stroll.
Piastri
Lucky
coming in.
Everyone's coming in now. Everyone's
Piastri in
gonna
now.
come
This is going to get interesting now. Where are people going to come out?
You've got to run Lewis long.
So who's still due a stop? Alonso, Hamilton, Gasly, Albon are all still due a stop, right?
Piastri, Norris and Verstappen as well.
Oh, and Verstappen and Norris, Piastri, of course.
They've messed Russell up there because that was going to be close for him and Leclerc.
Yeah.
Leclerc, but they've messed that up, man. That was a poor pit stop.
He will be on the quicker tyre and a newer tyre. So
Much
we need to see
newer.
quite exactly how far behind he is.
You can get P4 here, George, at least. Right, this has got to be for Norris, right? It's
I
coming
know
up.
Piastri's coming in first.
Is it
Piastri,
Piastri
man,
first?
yeah.
All right, here we go then.
Yeah, Piastri coming in.
I wonder if you're...
It's hard because you're asking us to count in seconds.
I
But it
know.
should be easy.
You just got to
Should
go
be
for
easy,
instant.
but you don't
come
know.
on,
It's
do
the
a good
points.
stop, McLaren. I really want them
I
to
know,
have a good
I really
race.
want them to do
really
this.
want them to have a good race. It would just be like lovely if they could do a 2-3. Come on.
Feels so
Good
slow,
stop,
doesn't
good
it?
stop, please.
That is a good stop.
That's all right. 2-8.
2-3.
2-9.
2-4. So again, second and a half quicker than
How am I
George.
getting this
that.
wrong, so wrong. I can't count. That's what it is.
Yeah, Piastri comes out in 6th. I mean, that is spectacular.
Yeah, they've got
They've
to
done
run.
so well there.
They've got to
Come on,
run,
McLaren.
got to run Lewis long here. It's the only option for him to stay in the race. Hope someone has a little scrap
Yeah,
on the
he has
way
to,
in
doesn't
or
he?
something. Yeah. Here we go.
Yeah, good move. That's signs on Stroll. Lovely move, Carlos. Thank you.
George is only a
Thank you.
George is only a second behind Leclerc. I think he would. I mean, obviously he would have
He's
gone.
not.
And
He's
his
taken
DRS.
two off of him there, so 2 tenths off of him there. So come on, George. Come on, George.
Well, it's that medium tyre compared
Yeah,
to
man.
hard is going to do them the world.
So what's
good.
it-
What happened here? I think
Well,
I don't
this
think
is
the
the
right
slow
went on.
stop.
I don't think the right went on. I don't think. Or what?
Did he lock it up on the way in?
Yeah, front right.
Front right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
It's
thought
just a bit
so when I
messy.
saw
Generally,
it.
the front left it didn't feel like it came off smoothly.
He's gonna get him here.
And he probably would have come out in front of
I
him.
Yeah.
definitely would have.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
as
poor.
I
The
said,
team have let him down there. That
you
was
expect
poor.
he's going to get past, but it's wasting that medium tyre fighting with Leclerc right now. Charles.
See that there, right? Never happens at Red Bull, does it? Ever.
You're so right.
I so like. When have we ever
Yeah.
seen a pit stop and you've gone, oh yeah, that was quite a slow one from Red Bull. Like they're just absolutely pristine, aren't they? Fair play to them.
So here's a question then: do they bring Lewis out on softs? Can they get him on a soft? 21 laps. George did 29.
Wow.
Can they stretch it?
Yes, they can.
They could get him out on a soft. He'd have to drive quite conservatively, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
To not, he couldn't.
That's hard for Lewis to do. Is that actually possible?
He'll
Yeah,
say,
Piastri's come out on the hard, so he
here we go. This is the moment. George ran the outside.
Go on, George. Oh no, he tell you
not
what.
quite.
No. Charles gave him
quite
a
there, was
warning
he?
then. Oh,
That's all right though.
Oh,
That's
oh,
all right
that's
though.
no
That's
way.
all right though. That's all right though.
No way.
Yeah.
that was a good overtake.
That's
That's a really good one.
ridiculous
Get
move
in
from
there,
Russell.
George.
That is, I
Superb.
can't believe how good that is from George Russell.
He dummied him on the way in, didn't he?
Tell you what, he's fighting
Oh,
back though.
Leclerc's coming.
Yeah,
This is what's so good about Silverstone, though. We saw it last year, where there's just so many places where you can have a go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah.
100.
That's a ridiculous move
That
from
was
George.
superb bit of driving. That was.
That is mega.
He's hung on
Proper.
to him. Oh, here we go. That's just
That's
Piastri.
brilliant.
Easy
Piastri on Gasly,
through
is it?
through Albon, isn't it? The Gasly, sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
He did all right there, George. That overrated driver, didn't he? That was quite a good move.
We were having a conversation before we came on air about who you think the most overrated driver is. And controversially after that move, I said George Russell. I just didn't think he was at the level that Hamilton was. But I mean, that was ridiculous. Let's put that into the comments. Who's the most overrated driver on the grid currently?
And they have to be actually a rated driver.
Well, this is it.
Yeah, it's hard, isn't it?
This is it.
'Cause you could
couldn't say
say-
Sargent
Exactly.
because he's not rated.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Or like Lance Stroll, would people say, but he's not really highly rated, is he?
Should we eliminate
so-
people? Should we say like Zhou out, De Vries out, Sargent out, Stroll out? Anyone else,
Could
right?
Magnussen be a shout?
I think Magnussen's a good driver.
He's not doing anything. He's only got 2 points, I think, this season.
Yeah.
I'm
He's
not
in
a
a Haas,
huge.
but-
I'm not a huge lover. I don't particularly think he's massively rated, though. Is he, Magnussen?
It's difficult, isn't it? Because what's rated? Because there would be an argument that Lewis Hamilton is currently overrated because he's not
Because of
performing.
what has
But
happened,
I don't
yeah.
think that.
Yeah.
You
I
can't.
love him, but there
I
would
think-
be,
yeah.
you'd see people say that. So yeah, in the comments, who's the most
So you've gone.
overrated
You've
driver?
both gone Russell. I've obviously gone.
Oh
Carlos
my
Sainz.
God, we
Oh
got
my
Haas on
God!
fire.
Wow.
Wow. Is
Talking to Magnussen.
Production.
Was it
can we have
Magnussen?
production? Can we have a quick look? Just as we've seen a Haas on fire, we've lost our picture. But if that is the car on fire, that'll be a red flag, surely.
Yep, and Lewis will be a net third.
Do you know what? If it is a red flag, and we'll see as we get our picture back now. If it is a red flag, I don't think they should be allowed to change tyre.
I don't think so. Shouldn't be
I
allowed to change tyre. Shouldn't be allowed to touch the car. Unless it's a safety issue.
Agreed.
Can't touch the car.
I like that you can change tyres under a virtual and under a safety car. I don't like that you can do it under a red. Just feels like a bit of a almost double jeopardy for those that have pitted.
Yeah, I think even a safety car is a bit. Yeah, I'd take safety as well. To be honest, I'd take safety as well.
Yeah. Wow. God. Well,
Unbelievable.
the drama of this is crazy. Yeah, but
that is a really big part. This is a huge part of the race for me. Huge part.
The drama of this. We
Yeah,
were just saying we had quite a clean race.
Yeah,
and then
quite
we
a
see
clean
flames.
Yeah.
Like.
I've said there's always a safety car at least that comes out of Silverstone, but this could be even worse. This could be more than that.
Yeah.
Now, so
Well, one of the things in qualifying was Ferrari engines,
safety car.
wasn't it?
Safety
It's a
car it is.
so it doesn't look to
They're
be a
all
red
coming
yet.
in. They're all coming in.
Interesting. Maybe the flames were
Verstappen in a 2.7 pit.
So what's Lewis going to come out? He's going to come out like P5, isn't he? Something like that.
He's already.
Has he been in?
He's already bit.
He's coming in right this second now. See on the graphic on the right? Is that there? They've got two colours which are really close, I've noticed on the graphic. One looks like a Merc and the other... Have you noticed it? And
I have
I'm like,
noticed
is that
it.
Great stop.
Norris 2.2.
Great
That's
stop.
unbelievable stop. Come
Hamilton
on, don't
here.
mess this up, Mercedes.
It's a long...
Have they just put scrub tyres on?
They put scrub softs
Yeah,
on,
they have.
mate.
Why is
They
that a
put scrub
3.2
softs on.
stop? What is going on?
They're silly.
What is happening with the pit stops here?
Or is he
You've
going to
got
come...
to do
It's
every
right by
stop
Alonso.
on
It's
the-
right by Alonso. Is it? Oh,
won't be
he's
able
done
to fight.
Piastri. He's done Piastri.
That's tough for Piastri because he came in just before.
He did, man.
This is Alonso, I think, coming into the pits as well as he goes down the order.
I don't know.
mean, I tell you who the big losers of this safety car are. Ferrari.
Yep.
Big losers.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Both cars just coming in and we're now sitting 7th and 10th.
That's because you seem to do this, being really conservative. It's a really how early you guys came in, so conservative. And
Well, Leclerc going on the hards on about like lap 18 or 19 was ridiculous.
yeah, I mean, was no one looking at the data with George and
They're tactically clueless at times, aren't they, Ferrari?
So-
Do you not think, Joe? Like, there's some times I look at them and I think, come on, like, what are they watching?
I've got a friend who's
Painful.
die-hard tifosi, and he knows about all the mechanical stuff. And he said last season at one point he was seriously going to send an email and say, "Give me a job," because
Really?
of the
Wow.
pit wall stuff.
Wow.
Because he was half joking, half serious.
Of course, yeah.
Because he's just like, what is going on? Anyone can see at home. Like, what are you doing?
Oh, Leclerc's coming for a second pit under that safety car, interestingly. So he's stopped twice. So that's why he's dropped down to 10th. Let's go to production here. Coylan, all you.
Yeah, so that was quite the stellar move from Hamilton and Mercedes there to pit under the safety car, because not only has he got himself up into the podium positions, he's on a set of used softs as opposed to Norris in front and Piastri behind who are on a set of hards. That'd be good for the restart.
Really good for him. Yeah, the engine just
Go on,
seems to
Lewis.
give out of that Haas, doesn't it?
God, look at that. That's just kaboom.
Ooh,
Oh,
yeah,
wow. That is not good, is it?
If Lewis takes Norris, are we going to get Verstappen Hamilton at Silverstone again?
Oh
And Lewis
my
on a
God.
set of softs.
Can you imagine?
Let's
I don't even know if I want it, you know.
God.
I don't even know if I want it. I don't
I'll
think
just
I can
I'll
handle
just
it.
go for the Lando and Hamilton podium, I think.
Just take it easy. Just take it easy.
Yeah.
Lewis,
Let Max have it, he's won it anyway.
Ferrari, man. I swear.
Is it time for you to swap teams, Joe?
No! Well, yeah, if I want some any happiness in my life, I think it is. Oh, for
Nah,
God's
I don't even hate on
sake.
Ferrari.
Yeah,
I
it's
just
good
find
to see
it
him out of the
bizarre,
car.
man.
Good to see that he's all right.
There's been some bizarre tactical decisions for me over the years of Ferrari lately. Do you know what I mean?
Mate, I know. Trust me, I know what you mean.
Last year was mad.
So Verstappen's on the softs as well. Norris is on hards. Hamilton on softs. Piastri behind Hamilton in 4th on hards.
Alonso on softs.
Alonso on
Oh,
softs on the back.
that's
of the
spicy.
That's spicy, man.
That is spicy.
This is big.
Oh,
That car is
17
still
laps.
really
yeah.
smoking.
They might have to red flag this. I bet that's what George is going to say right now. Something like that. They might have to red flag it.
It's not even like the car is actually still on fire.
Yeah.
Oh, they're not giving the
No, they're not giving us what he's actually saying.
and they tell us what George said.
Sainz is in trouble with Perez behind him on softs and Alonso ahead of him on softs and Sainz on hards.
I know what George said. He's going to say, "Oh, can me and Lewis switch?" You
Yeah.
know? He always asking for it, isn't
Can
he?
we avert the cars?
Can we revert the cars, please? There's someone in
Obviously not.
between, but you know, I'll let him by, maybe. I think that's maybe why I had him on the overrated as well, because he's been asking for that a lot this season.
Yeah.
He's been asking for a lot of help. Can we please
Yeah, I
invert?
agree.
Please.
I worry a little bit for Lando Norris here, who's going to be on hard tyre.
Cold hard tyres.
Yeah, man.
Cold hard
gonna be
tyres.
Lewis Hamilton on
restart, is
softs
it?
behind him. I really, really worry for Lando Norris. I just hope he doesn't tumble down the order. Look, if McLaren today got a 4-5, it would be an incredible weekend.
They'd be
It's
gutted,
because
though.
they've started so
It's-
well, the
yeah.
expectation is so much higher.
Absolutely, it's expectation now. That's what it is. That's all it is. At the last weekend, if you would have said talking about it, you would have said exactly what you've just said, Joe. But it's because of qualifying, man, and how good they've been.
Yeah.
Like, this is a really, really good weekend at the moment for McLaren, and it'd be a shame if it doesn't. If they don't get on the podium, but they were just saying there about getting the car. They're gonna have to just pick this thing up and move it because it's still on fire.
Yeah.
They can keep on putting laps down as far as I'm concerned as a Hamilton fan with these soft tyres
Yeah.
Yes,
The-
mate.
the-
Yes,
the-
mate.
the-
Another
the-
few laps would be nice.
Yeah, absolutely.
on. So the last time Norris almost won, he was behind him, hounding him. Sir Lewis Hamilton. In the
yeah.
rain. Was that Russia? Russia, wasn't
God,
it?
was
Oh,
it?
It was
mate.
Russia, yeah. When Max took all these... Do you remember the whole engine penalty debacle where
Yeah.
they just took like all those
yeah.
penalties? Max took
Yeah.
it and the rain came, he was in P8 and he was
That's it.
P2 and Lewis looked at him like, oh crap. How'd you get P2?
Yeah.
Yeah, gutting.
This is a replay of Russell we're seeing. I think is this move on Charles? Yeah,
This
where
was
he
very
goes-
sane.
This
Dummied
is
him.
fantastic where he looks to
Dummied
go
him.
around the
Yeah,
outside. It's
excellent.
really good driving because he gets such a good exit out that
Yeah.
corner.
It's
So
brave as well to think of that. It's
Lovely.
clever, but brave
That
as
is
well.
that is mega. You've got to stand back and applaud that.
Yep.
To have the balls to go. Actually, I'm going to sit back and then
Yeah.
I know I'm going to be quicker
Yeah.
around the outside. That's
Yeah.
Intelligent.
That's driving, man. Fair play.
It might be a bit out there. So far, I mean, there's a little bit to go in the race. For me, this has been one of George's best races.
Yeah, I agree.
I think this has been. I can't think of a better race. Maybe Brazil. Brazil where he won, and then
Yeah.
this. I think it's been fantastic. Look at that big thing on the track. That's
David
crazy.
in the chat says Lewis Hamilton is going to win. Thoughts on that?
I'd love it. I would absolutely love it. I would. I'm not gonna lie.
How many laps
I
have
would
we
love
got?
it, but I know Lando. I want
16.
Lando to finish well. I don't want Lando to get screwed. It's just a shame that it's looking like the cold hards now. It might
Lewis-
not be the great for him, but
If Lewis wins, I'm gonna cry in happiness.
Yeah.
if
If Lewis wins, you'll do the worm.
Yeah, I will do the worm. I will actually do my best attempt at the worm.
Deal.
It's been a tough 18 months as a Hamilton fan.
it really has, bro.
Yeah.
I'm with you there, man. And I love George as well, but
Yeah.
it really has been hard for Lewis.
We haven't been
Point
talking
of
about
view.
Max at
I'm
all
almost
here.
crying now, thinking about it.
You just know, we saw it last week in Austria where Max on these rolling restarts is just so
Yeah,
good.
man, he's-
So his disguise on when he's going to put his foot down is
It is insane.
second to none. So I can't see any scenario where Lando Norris does what he did at the beginning of the race and gets ahead of him. I
Me
think
neither.
that's almost feels almost impossible. We're
Yeah,
seeing
yeah.
the beginning of the race.
What a start, by the way. Beginning of the race. What
Here
a
we go.
start by
Yep,
Lando Norris.
quicker.
Look at that.
Max got bogged down. You know what? Piastri.
Piastri was doing this.
Oh.
He actually got held up by Norris.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a girl. If he,
Piastri
give
was a
him
madman though.
Yeah,
Going to cut
yeah.
across like that. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Thought he was going to take everyone out.
YOLO, mate. YOLO. We're only on
Lap
third
5.
once.
Max does the job on
Yeah.
Lando pretty comfortably.
Yeah, it was, man. But that's what he is. He is. Do you know what? This season for him, he must be like, just easy. Like
Yeah.
this is just so effortless for him, really.
Well, he says it, doesn't he? He quite often says,
He looks bored half the
bored of
time.
winning.
Yeah.
Might just do sim racing.
Have you Have you seen those reels where it's like, it shows the F1 game and it says Max this season, it's on like easy mode.
Yeah.
Zooming around.
Driving on AI 1.
His interviews are becoming more and more like Kimi.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Richie boring race.
Yeah. Richie Williams says, I hope Lando gets a podium because he's done so good this
Yes.
weekend.
He
You're
deserves
absolutely
one.
right.
Deserves
yes.
a podium, minimum.
It'd be
Both-
criminal if he doesn't.
I'm really concerned about the cold hards.
I am.
Yeah.
Like,
This is helping Hamilton out right now, though. This is really
15
helping him
laps.
because
It's
he's not
lovely.
putting any pressure on these softs.
No, this is really good for Lewis right now.
Lovely. What's it going to be by the time? Maybe 14, possibly 13?
Can you imagine if Lewis does do Norris early on and we would see those boys back at it? Oh God, I want that. I mean, I love Norris.
For like 10 laps, it will be them
my
two at
God.
it again. Like,
Max's car is so much better, but
yeah.
but
I still think
Lewis
Max
on this
will have it,
track
but-
is the best driver on this track
Yeah,
ever.
he is.
What
yeah,
he's
he
done.
is. Yeah, he is.
Nobody can drive Silverstone better than Lewis Hamilton. So
Do you know why I don't want to see it? The only reason is, and everyone knows it, for some reason with Max, it has to be a respect thing. When it comes to Lewis, he decides he's going to like stick his elbows in his face and he'll run him wide, he'll do whatever he can not to let him by.
I'd never
Yeah.
guess what your allegiance was from that. Who you support?
What are we talking about?
Do you know what, guys? I start these streams every week and I'm like, here we go, Ferrari in for a flyer.
Oh, mate.
Yeah.
We are
Anyone read that?
status A until the end.
Yeah, I'll push
Yeah,
it, guys.
Yeah, I'll push, guys. Well, yeah, what I mean, you may as well.
That's all
You're
he
seventh.
can do.
Seventh
cold
on
hard.
hards is a nightmare.
But I start and I'm like, let's go, we're going to do it. And then but halfway in, I'm just like, oh, here we go again then. Another disappointing week. Last week, Ferrari wasn't terrible, but, well, actually, we got, how many penalties? In the end, Carlos got dropped down to...
Yeah.
Was it seventh in the
Mate,
end, Quality
yeah.
got down to?
That was embarrassing. They embarrassed. F1 embarrassed themselves a little bit last week, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I think they let themselves down big time.
I hate that. Maybe now's a good time to talk about it actually while we're under safety car. I hate that we're committing and watching 2 hours of racing, and then 2 hours later you look on Twitter and somebody that finished second is now finishing eighth.
It's like
Yeah.
10 p.m., wasn't it?
You
Or
think-
something
you-
silly like
Horrendous.
that.
Why am I wasting my time
Yeah.
getting
Penalties like
involved
they-
on it?
They've got to give it either a time limit, or they've got to say if we don't put a penalty between X amount of time, we don't give it.
Yeah.
You can't be doing that.
100%.
It's mad.
Any decision or whatever, they should have 30 minutes from when the moment that it happens.
I
And
agree.
if the decision isn't made, then forget it.
Why,
we move on,
how
and
do
that's
they
the same for
need
everyone.
from a 3 o'clock race till 11 p.m. at night to make a
Disgraceful.
decision about being? Come on, man.
This
Disgraceful.
is
And from a fan's point of view, it's a little bit like VAR.
Very
where
much
I'm
so.
not
Yeah.
like I watch football and I'm not celebrating goals when it goes in.
Because you know it might not.
Because
Yeah.
it's probably offside. And then the same. I get to the end of the race, I go, yes, okay, cool, right, Ferrari, we've done really well. We've got a 2-3 or a 3-4. Actually, have we? I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see.
This happened. They might randomly, a safety car's coming in this lap, they might look back at Carlos Sainz speeding in the pit lane and drop him down
Give him 5
later on.
seconds, yeah,
You just don't know. So we've got the safety car coming in this lap. We're going to go to Coylan before that happens.
Yeah, so I know you guys love a bit of trivia.
Oh, yeah.
Just to pass on here what I heard on the commentary, really, I won't take credit for it. It was 1999 the last time there was 2 British drivers on the podium at Silverstone. David Coulthard won the race. It was the first of his, I think it's 2 victories on Silverstone he has. And Eddie Irvine was second for Ferrari.
Eddie Irvine.
Very good.
Another great number
Wow,
2.
very good
Safety car.
number
Yeah,
2
Here we
with
go, Max.
Schumacher. Yeah.
I mean, look how bunched up they are.
Wow,
We've got
this is
green
bunched
flag,
up. This is bunched
And
up.
Max has stuck that
Yeah.
hammer down. Oh, Norris looks a bit slow on the pedal.
Yeah, he's going to be susceptible there, isn't he?
Yeah, very susceptible. He's done well there, Max. To be fair to him.
Yeah, I mean, Lewis comes
Lewis
flying in behind.
Oh, look how Perez right on the back of Sainz.
Perez should get himself in the top 5 here.
On those,
What could
because he's on
Lewis
softs as well,
Yeah,
absolutely.
round 2?
Yeah.
Lewis is
Hamilton
right
is
on
really-
the back of Lando.
Lando's going to struggle there.
I bet this circuit is electric with these 2 going round.
Oh man. But wait a minute, we've got 2 British drivers on the podium.
It's
at
brilliant.
Silverstone.
Yeah,
This is
And
brilliant.
2 different
I
teams.
went for that, but 2
Yeah.
different names. Well, one different.
Here we
name.
go.
Yeah, I can
Yeah,
see
Lewis
him
is going to
having
have
a
this
look.
here, have him here, I think.
Ooh,
Whoa!
something
whoa,
spitting out the back
What was
of-
that?
Lewis is...
Oh,
Great
hang on,
racing.
whoa,
Is
whoa.
he going to do the George? Is he going to go around
He's
the
tried
outside?
to.
He's doing a George.
He's tried to, but they're going to touch. Oh my
Lando,
God, these
that
guys.
Just get the inside as they come out.
Don't do it,
Oh,
Lewis.
this is good.
Lewis, don't do it. He's going to go at the flipping inside again, isn't he?
He's going to get him here for sure.
He's trying to give me PTSD, Lewis.
Maybe
Oh
not,
my
maybe
God.
not.
He's had to pull out of that. That was never on.
Yeah. Give himself PTSD if he ain't careful.
Fair play Norris, who's holding off on the hard
Yeah.
tyres. I mean, once the
Verstappen
DRS
is-
opens, it's going to be tricky.
Yeah.
Verstappen's flying ahead.
Verstappen's too slow.
Verstappen's like, bye.
But Norris is helping out Verstappen really
massively.
by slowing. I
Massively.
mean, look how quick he is. Crazy.
So what is Lewis behind now? He is about 40. It's a little more than 4 tenths, didn't it?
Yeah, he's second and a half ahead, Max.
Oh dear.
Sainz holding off Perez. Perez has just got the quickest lap. No, take that back. Max has just got the quickest lap.
Is the
On
DRS
133.
1 or 2 laps?
130.3.
Is it 1 or 2 laps DRS? I know they spoke about changing it to 1 lap. It must be 2 laps. I mean, what is he? 4 tenths away. He's going to be.
Yeah, they're bringing that in for some of the sprint races, aren't they?
Yeah, 1 lap DRS. It's a weird thing, the whole DRS thing. So they want to get rid of it altogether. Then they're changing the rules on it. And
Well, I had a conversation with Rich, who's the driver, our resident driver, and he likes the idea of reverse DRS. So you get DRS up until the point when you're a second behind, and then your DRS stops. You can have it at any point.
He's got
within
inside,
1
he's got him.
second.
He's on the
He's got him.
inside.
Norris
Oh
is
my
gonna
God,
hold it.
Lando, well played.
Norris is going to hold it.
That is
Wow.
exceptional.
Not. This is horrible. This is
Wow.
actually horrible. This is
This
actually.
is
Oh my
so
God.
close.
This is
I don't
horrible.
want them to take each other out.
Yeah,
That
that's
would
what I
be the
said, it's
worst, wouldn't
horrible,
it?
yeah.
Be the worst ending to
my
the British
gosh.
Grand Prix with these two.
12 laps of racing
Almost
left.
touched, man.
Yeah.
But they're respectful to each other.
Yeah. Norris is
10:15,
broke it a
Stroll
little
leaving the
bit.
track and gaining an advantage, so maybe we can drop back a position.
What's Russell saying? That McLaren is so quick on those hards. Impressive.
Wow. Basically saying I'm on mediums and I can't catch
Yeah,
Piastri. That's
yeah,
what he's saying.
Yeah.
12 laps to go, and this is like, to be honest with you, I don't even mind. That is a good podium for a British Grand Prix.
Yeah.
If
Oh,
it stays
mate.
like this, like, innit? Jeez.
And 3 different teams on the podium.
DRS
which
is
quite
enabled. DRS is enabled.
Here we go then, because this is now
He's a second behind though.
got to happen with yeah.
He's
Hamilton's
less than a
a
second.
now. Wow.
He's got it back with him, but he's going to be too far away on this. He hasn't used it all up too
I think
quick,
it
have
will
you?
be a slap, but
I don't know. I think Norris might hold on here.
nice. In other news, we've got a Ferrari shit show. Just, you could sort of clip that and just drop that in at any point of any stream.
any race,
ever.
any race.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Oh, bro.
That is horrible, that second.
Ferrari are
third.
turning into the Tottenham of Formula One, aren't they? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Andrew
Yeah.
Green
You enjoyed
says-
that, didn't you?
I like that.
You could tell the delight in your
Yeah, I
laugh.
know, yeah.
Andrew Green says Norris is defending like a prime Maldini and Mustafi. That I think would have
like
been
that.
Lance Stroll. going
That
off
would
the
have
track
been
and gaining
Stroll,
advantage, yeah.
So
I
wrong.
would've
His dad lets him drive his car. It's
Holding
so
on here,
annoying.
Lando.
I think he's going to hold on. I think he's going to hold on for the. Lewis is maybe not.
I don't know if you
I
will.
love this angle, man, when you just see them bombing it down
Yeah.
that straight.
Yeah,
so
man.
cool.
It's tough. Even as
Russell's in DRS as well, you know, but
he ain't going to get him. The Mercedes doesn't quit down in a straight line. That's why I'm a bit.
McLaren has been hats off to McLaren this weekend, by the way. Oh my God, I did not see this happening.
No.
Like, I went into this weekend not expecting this whatsoever from McLaren. So fair play, man.
I thought it would be Verstappen and the 2 Mercs with the upgrade. If I'm honest, I thought it would be.
I think I'll make you right, but
Who's your, and I asked this as well in the comments, guys, driver of the day? Driver of the day so far
Lando
for you guys?
Norris. Lando Norris.
it has to be. It has to
Not
be
Carlos
Lando.
Sainz?
It has to be. It has to be. He might be yours.
I think
It
Lewis
has to
got
be
him.
Lando for me, man.
I'm deluded, I'm not that deluded. Both going Lando.
Yeah. I mean, I just don't want to pick Verstappen because driver of the day thing. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like it's always people think it should be the winner. I get why, but Lando, come on.
I'm just looking down the order. Is there a shout for anyone else? I mean, look, Piastri, not.
I was
gonna
say,
but,
yeah,
but
yeah.
Norris is finishing higher. You've got to say that Norris is the most likely to win it. Loser of the day so far.
Charles
Ferrari.
Leclerc. Charles Leclerc. It has to be Charles Leclerc.
Just Ferrari, no driver.
Thanks, Dan. Appreciate it, mate.
My bro. I'm joking, my bro. Leclerc. I mean,
gotta
what's
be
going on?
Charles.
What's happened with
It has
Charles,
to
man?
be Charles.
I mean, he was in your podiums. That was your prediction. Was Leclerc on the podium, both of you? So.
I should have known better than to put Ferrari on
Yeah,
it.
never
Well, he
goes
got
to
done by
Ferrari.
his
Safety car
own
ban.
demise by pitting twice.
Yeah.
And then I think he pitted and then pitted again under the safety car. It's just rubbish decisions.
I think that McLaren's too slippery in a straight line, you know. It's too slippery in a straight line. And the tyre's going to hold on, whereas these softs have what? Four maybe good laps left. And then Lewis will have to drop back a bit.
This could hold off like this, you know.
I think it will do.
This could hold off like
I
this.
think this is the result. I think, other than a DNF or something, although Lewis looks real close there, doesn't he?
It'll be it would just be interesting to see how those softs last for Lewis.
Yeah.
Russell's dropped outside the DRS zone now, so.
Oh, he got good traction
Lewis
out of that
as well,
corner,
we're in
Lewis.
now. Yeah, go on.
No further
Lewis.
investigation for Stroll.
That sent some money.
Yeah, that,
When
that
his
got on the
back
blower.
is up.
Literally.
I know he went
See
wide,
ya.
boys, but you know,
Yeah.
I'll sort you out some dollar.
10k? 10k? No? 5? It's only a wide. 5k?
Aditya Jaden says,
Black
I'm
and
feeling
white
bad
flag
for
for
Haas.
who's that? Oh, for Stroll.
Track limits. Yeah.
Track limits.
Lewis is very close this time. 4 attempts coming out the corner, 6 out of Maggots and Beckett's. He could. I don't know.
No, Norris is doing great.
He's doing
It's
good.
insane how good
So
he's been,
well.
man.
Yeah.
Driver of the day by far for me.
Yeah.
It has to be, doesn't
Yeah.
it?
it has
There's no
to
one
be,
else it
man.
can be.
Yeah.
No one else it can be. I can't. When they do that little percentage thing with like 2 or 3 laps to go, I can't see. Oh, Checo!
Perez,
I'll
Perez,
tell you what,
Sainz.
that's what you call committed.
Come on, Sainz. Hold him.
He's all like, it's easy, man.
And Sainz is
Now
gonna
he's gotta
lose-
watch
Sainz
out,
is
he's
gonna
gotta
lose
watch
to
out
Albon.
here, 'cause Albon-
Sainz has been done double.
Oh dear.
Oh no! Joe.
Can I just say, that 30 seconds needs clipping. That 30 seconds needs clipping, right? That needs clipping. Can we clip it?
He's losing out to Charles. Oh, Carlos! Oh, mate! I feel sick.
Oh, wow.
A Ferrari
I
classic
can't-
at Silverstone.
Oh,
3
wow.
corners, 3 positions. Loser of the day, Carlos Sainz, I think.
9th and 10th, Joe. You started 4 and 5.
A monster 3 points for the Ferraris this week. Let's go.
Oh my God. Oh, someone else is coming.
What
Who's
is
coming in
happening here
now?
with
Is it
Gasly?
Something. Is there something?
Now
going on
Gasly's on the back of him. Oh my
with, is there
god!
something going on with the car? Oh my God.
Oh, they nearly touched.
It's the tyres. It's the tyres, Joe.
Alex Albon is going to score 3 points again.
Mate,
Yeah.
What? This
he's
is
insane. Mate, Albon's so good, man.
By the way, Norris has broke DRS. 1.3.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I can't believe that, man. That's. Oh.
I can't believe it.
You might not get a point. You might not get a point at this rate.
Oh, it's so easy. Mate, Albon, by the way, can we just say, Albon, that is a great shout, by the way,
Yeah.
for him to come back to Red Bull.
Yeah. I
Because,
think so.
look, he's been with Perez is ahead of him in 7th, and he's, come on, man, he's in a Red Bull. He's in a Williams, this guy.
Yeah. And he's on the back of Perez. Come on, Alex. You know what? Come on, Alex. We've got our 2 Brits on the
Yeah,
podium.
man, let's get
We've
Albon
got-
up there
yeah.
a bit more, you know.
Yeah.
If we have
Come on.
Norris and Hamilton on the podium, George, to be fair, can't see getting more, but Albon taking Perez, that would be a perfect race, to be fair, for what could have been.
Yeah. I tell you what would be a perfect race, actually, guys.
No, there's no perfect race. Ferrari at 9th and
He's
10th.
done. He's done. He's done.
He's done, man.
If the engine popped on the Red Bull number 33,
Oh,
Yeah.
that would be a
Imagine.
perfect race,
Can you
wouldn't it?
imagine?
And at the same time, Piastri swerves out the
Oh
way
my
and
God.
Russell goes through.
Can you imagine? Oh my God, Joe!
Carlos Sainz is out the points.
Gasly.
Oh, he's
done
come
him.
back. He's come back.
He's coming back though.
There's a crash here. Oh, he
Yeah,
got
he's
him.
done him. He's done him. He's
He
done
got
him.
him.
He's
Let's
all
Let's
right.
go.
He's
We'll
done
take a point when we can get one, boys.
Do you know something? I think they're trolling you, Ferrari fans. I think they're actually trolling you on purpose now. They must be, right?
I've had a headache since Bahrain.
Yeah, trolling, mate. What's going on here?
Oh God.
Is this Perez and Alonso? It is Perez and Alonso. We haven't said much about Fernando today, have we?
No, that's sixth, you know.
Listen, he's been there or thereabouts, hasn't he?
Yeah,
Lance
lingering,
Stroll,
isn't
on the other hand,
he? Yeah.
horror show.
Well, it shows how bad that car's got now, or how it's moving backwards, because Alonso's got it to sixth.
Whoa.
Who's that?
Who's that gone wide?
Oh, Gasly.
Gasly.
Oh, his car.
He's really
Is his
lost.
car
He's gone. He's done. He's done out
Something's up with
We're
it.
gonna get
He's
a
done
flag.
out here. He's
We're
done
going
out
to
here.
get a red flag.
Unless he can limp it into the... It looks wonky.
Yeah.
He can't even. He's got no control
Something's
over that.
gone on there, hasn't it?
Can he
is
limp
that
that to
guy?
the pit, do we think?
It's puncher.
he's
Puncher,
gonna-
they're saying a puncher.
Yeah. Yeah. He
Broken
wouldn't.
suspension.
Oh,
What?
horror show for Alpine today. Both cars going to DNF.
Anyone fancy a red flag grid
Can you imagine?
restart?
Imagine that.
Tell you who doesn't fancy that is Lando Norris. Lando Norris does not want to have to do that again.
Yeah. He might next to, because he can change tyres on a.
Well, do you think he'd go? Do you think he'd go to win it?
I
Can you
think he'd go
imagine?
100%.
I don't think it doesn't look like we were. It looks as though
He's
he's going to limp it
dragging
back.
it somewhere, isn't he?
Did Gasly do that going on for Carlos Sainz there?
He must
Did
have.
Gasly what?
Damage his
Oh,
car
going for Carlos.
going for that overtake because it looked like they touched at one stage. They said they nearly touched, but
Well-
I don't think they did. But
Might secure that point for you there, Joe.
Let's
that
go.
valuable point.
yeah, man, you needed that.
Let's go.
All right,
Ferrari scoring the same amount of points as Alex Albon this weekend.
Perez has done Alonso
Perez says,
up into sixth.
he says, I'm still in the championship. No, you're not, Checo.
Yeah, Ferrari are some losers of the day. I'd say Lance Stroll is a loser of the day.
Perez has to be a
You've
loser.
got to say
of the day.
Alpine as well now.
Yeah.
Because that's two mechanical car failures. Hydraulics for Ocon and
But
Puncture.
Ocon didn't even get past 11 laps, did he?
So this is
Here we
where
go,
we're
here we
looking
go.
at- Oh,
See,
oh,
did that?
no.
Did
It's
something
not
happen?
a car failure, yeah. He smashes into him, doesn't he?
Is that
So
Lance
I
Stroll
thought
again?
he'd start. I thought he would.
Lance
Yeah.
Stroll, innit? Lance loves it, man. Telling you, he's F123 online.
This is it here, around this.
Bosh!
Oh,
Yep.
it's his front wing would have popped it.
Yep.
Yeah, you could see it just couldn't.
Wow.
To be fair, he's done well to hold the
He
car.
has done
actually,
well, yeah.
Gasly, credit where it's due.
Like, you know something?
Lance Stroll off the track, comes back on and cleans out and ends Pierre Gasly's race. He
I
was
can't
looking for a
stand
point.
this guy,
I'd be
man.
fuming.
Do you know who he's becoming? He's becoming Roman Grosjean Part 2, isn't
Yeah.
Ah, Grosjean.
he?
Yeah.
Grosjean Part 2. Banging into people.
I've
just-
never really understood the Stroll thing. I understand why he's obviously in the car, but I just never rated him. That's just my opinion.
His dad's ruthless, though, which...
Oh
you know,
yeah,
Surely be...
obviously not with his son though.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah. Come on. Vote Overtake Award. The
We
Overtake
already know
Award's
that.
got to be... It's got to be George Russell,
man.
yeah.
George Russell.
Overtaker's got to
100%.
be George Russell's Overtake. That was
That
quality.
was phenomenal.
That was.
Yeah.
That was as good an
5
overtake
laps
as you
to
see
go.
at Silverstone. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
he
Gasly
is,
who's
look.
limped at home. That'll be the end of his race.
Yeah.
He's done.
Yeah.
So Stroll needs a penalty for that. He deserves a penalty for that, which would put Logan Sargent in 11th if he does get one. Logan's all over the back of him.
Oh, Alpine. What a horrible, horrible race for them.
Anyone prefer it when they were Renault, or is that just me?
I do. And I miss,
Yeah.
what was his name? The French principal they had.
Cyril.
Cyril.
Yeah. He was good,
I
wasn't
loved
he?
him, man.
Yeah.
I really liked him.
Yeah, they were better.
Really interesting character.
I know it's still Renault, but just be Renault. Do you know what I mean? Just be the Renault brand. I don't know.
And I liked the yellow car as well. I liked
Yeah.
the colouring.
Yeah, it was different, wasn't it? Easy to spot.
Russell getting a black and white flag. Well, this is the thing. They're getting
Here we
him
go,
and Stroll have a
yeah.
black and white flag. They should be if they're going to give a penalty,
Yeah.
give it now.
Yeah,
Give it
totally.
now.
Totally.
Don't
Right
give
now.
it in 3 hours.
Is that...
Who is that?
Shakira,
Shakira.
Oh,
Shakira.
there's the rumours again. It's supposed to be
Shakira.
Dave
yeah.
Lewis, isn't he?
Who is it?
She's supposed to be with Lewis now.
Oh yeah.
Is it for real?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to start the rumours up again with that. She's in the Mercedes garage now.
Oh, that's a bit obvious then, isn't it? What's with Gerard Piqué, right?
Yeah, for a long time.
We said last time, did you not see the tweets what come out?
No,
PK
what?
tweeted in like 2012, Hamilton out, Alonso's flying. So then when they saw a picture of Lewis and Shakira, everyone started tweeting, PK's out, Hamilton's flying.
I like that.
Yeah, it's good banter, isn't it?
As we thought, driver of the day at the moment is 44% for Lando Norris. I mean, just hold on, mate.
Was that Lewis in second?
Yeah, it was. Lewis has got ahead of
Lewis
Piastri there, yeah.
Lewis has had an okay day. I don't think he's.
I mean,
I don't
there's
think he'd ever say he's had a great day though.
Oh, that said, Lando Norris has just had black and white flags, track limits.
Ooh.
So that's 3 of the guys in the
dear
last
me.
sort of 5 laps that have had.
Oh, come on, don't do this. That's
black
George
and
and
white
Lando,
flags.
both on.
Black and white flag is like essentially saying one more and you'll be getting a penalty. It's a sort of a telling off.
So if we go back
For
7
those asking in
days,
the comments.
going back 7 days, Lando's on the radio about Lewis every 4 or 5 seconds. Surely Lewis will be this week.
Yeah.
He went off again. Oh, what a shame if he gets it. Well, I don't know. Should still get a podium, wouldn't he? But what a shame if he lost his second that way.
Mm.
No, come on, please. I'd really like. But the wait for a win for Lando Norris continues. Assuming nothing happens to Max and he's got fastest lap, so Max is going to go back to 26 points, single-handedly winning the constructors for Red Bull.
So the other thought is Lando Norris being Verstappen's partner. That's the other one I've seen floated around.
Serious?
In a
I'd
Red
love to
Bull.
see
Do
that.
you know what the thing I'd be worried about with that is
Too quick?
Lando Norris doesn't want to be a number 2 driver.
He's too quick. He's too
He's
quick.
too
Yeah.
good.
He's too
He
quick.
doesn't, but I think that would be a good move for him. Because, well, unless the McLarens are back in
A
inverted
resurgence, yeah.
But they're not going to be in terms of the Red Bull. He'd be a much better driver than Perez, in my opinion, in that car.
The thing is, Dan, you brought up earlier about timing with Alonso. With the new engine regulations coming in, it looks like it's similar to the 2014 changes where it would be a lot more kind of ICE, internal combustion engine rules. So who's got
Lance
penalty?
Stroll
Penalty for Lance
So
Stroll.
if we're seeing penalties come in, assuming that is for the track limits about 5 laps ago.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's for causing a collision. That's the collision.
Thank God for that, because otherwise it would have been Russell and Lando that would have had him as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to be seeing that.
Yeah. Well, on the point, Lando's got to make sure he's in the right car for these new engine regulations because it's going away from aero. That's what Horner was crying about. It's not going to help aero, so he's got to make
That's
sure
what he was
he's
crying about that time.
That time,
Well,
yeah.
well,
So
he's
he's crying
crying,
about
well.
today.
You're talking about Alexis, he don't cry. Come on,
We've got a fight between
be calm.
Alonso, Albon and Leclerc who are fighting for that 7th, 8th,
I'll call my
9th
lawyers, call my
position,
lawyers.
and then Carlos Sainz is just down in 10th.
You know,
He
he's
won
got
it
Horner as
last
well.
year.
Who won it? Carlos Sainz
won
yeah,
the
yeah.
Silverstone Grand
He
Prix.
did. I was there. Yeah, crazy, innit?
And they should have let Charles win it that year because he was still in for the championship.
Correct.
They should have let him win it.
Yeah, he got a bit screwed, didn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was mad.
I think this is us right now, guys. Unless
It's looking like that way, man.
They could see a little bit,
Albon is all over the back of Alonso. Yeah.
Alonso doesn't have DRS.
No.
So Albon is good, and Albon does have DRS. It could be an interesting little go if you dive bombs down, one of these ends of one of these straights.
I tell you what, they don't do it in Formula One, but they do it in a lot of other sports. Albon would get most improved this year, most improved player driver, surely
100.
by a mile.
He's so impressed me. So impressed me.
Particularly in the car that he's in.
Yeah.
That is what is so unbelievable about what he's doing.
A friend of mine I know went to school with him. Said he's
Oh, really?
absolutely lovely bloke. So
You can
so
tell
nice.
that he's a nice boy. isn't he?
Yeah. Just so
He does
nice.
come across like a really nice chap, doesn't he?
He was too nice for Red Bull. You can imagine Marco giving him earache and yes, boss. Whereas Gasly upset him, didn't he? Oh, he's going to get him.
I'd love Albon to finish in
So
7th.
would I.
My
So would I.
God,
Go on,
I'd love
Albon.
that.
Go on, Albon. You should
It's
get him.
good.
You should
It's
get him.
good racing.
He's going to get him, yeah.
It's just the Aston Martin is so much quicker, particularly under the heavy braking zones. But
It's looking good though,
with
man.
that DRS, come on, mate. Come on. He's pulling away a little bit, Alonso, isn't he? But it'll be
Because Alonso getting DRS from Perez?
no.
Oh, no, it's behind
Yeah,
Leclerc.
I looked at that. I
Yeah,
thought
yeah,
I
yeah.
looked at it wrong. It's
Yeah.
Leclerc, yeah.
Leclerc. Ooh, Alonso might be in a bit of trouble here.
He's quick, man. Albon is quick, bro.
Hey, Leclerc's coming back, Joe.
Yeah,
really
Leclerc
coming
is
back.
really
then.
coming back, Joe.
Yeah, really
Oh
coming
wow,
back.
he could get on the podium at this rate. If there were another 300
The
laps.
final lap. Final lap, and he's decided to turn up.
Final lap of the race. Come on, Albon. Come on. Another British team in the Williams there. Doesn't look as though, as we go down for the final lap, he's going to do it. Got about a minute and a half left of the race.
I'm gonna say I think that podium is the best I could vote for.
Yeah,
Honestly,
probably,
that is the best I could have hoped for.
Yeah.
To be fair,
Yeah, look, Max was always going to win. this
Realistically,
race.
is the best. That was the best realistic podium we could have got today.
Lando Norris, I don't think he could have driven any better.
He's going to get me, you know.
Joe.
You what, Carlos? Charles? Oh my God, I've
He
celebrated
bowled
and he's
it.
not done it.
He bottled it.
I've celebrated and he's not done the move.
He bottled it.
That is mortifying. I did the Jose Mourinho.
Yeah.
He's half running down the touchline.
Oh no.
That still bothers me, by the way.
Yeah, man. I bet it does.
It's 15 years later, whatever it is.
Hamilton's gone up 4 positions today. Perez has gone up 9 positions today, but that still means he's in sick.
He's got it on easy mode and he's still not overtaking people. This is
That's
the
right.
moment, Joe.
To be fair, like you said, I don't think Hamilton's had a blinder. To be fair to him, he's gone up 4 places.
Yeah.
He got in front of one of the McLarens.
I agree.
It's not a horrendous race at all. It's done well.
He's had a good race.
Yeah, he's
had a
done
good
well.
race.
He has done well.
They're clapping in Max
There he
Verstappen
is.
here.
Fair play to him.
And there it is. Max
And
Verstappen
Lando.
And Lando
wins.
Sorry, oh yeah, I didn't see the other guy. Who's
Max
that?
wins the Silverstone
Who's
Grand
that
Prix.
guy at the front that no one looked at the whole race?
Lando Norris in second. Unbelievable drive. Lewis Hamilton, the second British driver there, coming in third. Oscar Piastri, a phenomenal race, by far the best race of his F1 career, coming in fourth. George Russell fifth. Sergio Perez up from 15th, finishing in sixth. Alonso in the British Aston Martin in seventh. Alex Albon, phenomenal drive again, finishing in eighth. Ferrari, absolute disaster class with Leclerc and Sainz taking back those 2 final points, running down the rest of the guys. Sargent 11th. That's actually a phenomenal race. For
Yeah,
him.
listen.
That's a great
Williams,
That's his
big
best
up.
race. It's a
Big
shame
up,
he
Williams.
doesn't get a point.
Yeah.
It's a real shame.
Yeah,
And
those
then
Ferraris
lost
just
the
got
grid,
in the
but-
way, didn't they?
Yeah.
Did you see Zach Brown celebrating, winning the
Let's
World
go!
Cup?
He's so nervous,
yeah,
but let's
he is.
go!
We won
Yeah.
the World
He went
Cup.
running down.
Let's go!
Never seen him run so quick on a weekend.
And also great to see, and fully deserved, Lando Norris walk away with driver of the day. Absolutely love
absolutely.
it. Max got the fastest lap and takes a
Yeah.
full 26
Full
points
house.
back to Red Bull. But yeah, look, I mean, I think you said it exactly right, Dan. You couldn't really ask for much more of that in terms of from a British perspective.
It's a great weekend. It's a great weekend in terms of the podium. You know, having Lando and Lewis on there is phenomenal, man. So Max is just too good at the moment. So best we can hope for, man.
Yeah, I agree. We'll just go to production.
Yes, just to shed some light on that victory from Verstappen. That's the first victory for Red Bull at Silverstone since 2012.
Yep.
Wow.
Verstappen now is one of the only drivers to have won more than 5 races in a row. He's joined the list with I think it's Senna, Schumacher, Hamilton, and Mansell. I think off the top of my head, but it's only a list
Not
of
bad
5
drivers to be up there with.
Yeah.
Well, we've had
He's
this
joined
a
the
little
race
bit.
number 1.
Little bit of this discussion before. If Max Verstappen stopped racing today, would he go down as an all-time great? If he
I
never
think-
got in an F1 car again, would he be remembered as an all-time great?
I think he would, you know.
Yeah, I agree.
I think he would. I don't know how he can't. What's he not done? You know what I mean? He hasn't won more titles than 3 drivers, but he's won as
Yeah.
many drivers as quite a few.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it's a
Same as Alonso.
Yeah.
He's won the same amount of titles as Alonso. He's won more races than Alonso.
He's
He's
great.
won more races than Senna.
That's what I mean. These names that you're putting him with.
And he's what? And his first F1 race, he won.
Yeah.
When he was 17 in Spain. He's won his, I mean, I know a lot of people really don't like him. I actually really respect him, man. What he does
100.
is just ridiculous. I know
He's
you
incredible,
say he's
mate.
overly aggressive or whatever, but mate, what he does in that car is a joke.
It's more Horner for me to get on my nerves. The guy is an insane talent, right? Let's have it
Yeah,
right.
he's good.
He's an insane talent. Like we've just been talking about Perez, and Perez is not a shocking driver, right? Let's have it right. He's not a shocking driver, but he cannot even get near him, like, and that's how good the guy is. He's insane, but yeah, man, it's a difficult one, isn't it?
I agree. Lex?
I've got him with Vettel and those guys at the moment.
Yeah.
Vettel, Prost, and those guys louder. He's there, but I think he'll get in that. There's the big 3 for me: Hamilton, Senna, and Schumacher. And
They're the 3 for me.
I think he'll get in there eventually. I think he's incredible. I think the only thing, there's the controversy of 21, and then there's the lack of competition the last couple. So he hasn't really come past adversary yet, and I think the other guys did, Schumacher and Senna.
Yeah.
And I think that's the other thing. If you look at Vettel, he had a very similar dominant spell, and then there wasn't much after. So
Yeah.
I think that's what he needs to do to step up to that next level. But
Yeah.
he's driving the wheels off the car. There's no debating that.
Bob Builder says, betting on Max to win pole, Max to have the fastest lap, and Max to win is the easiest money of 2023.
Wow.
Fair point.
It
Every
really
week.
is, isn't it? Yeah, it really is.
Harry says, unlucky Joe Ferrari, at least they got points. I mean, it's not much of a consolidation, is it?
Everyone's taking shots.
You're having you, Joe. They're having you today.
Mate, trust me, it's not the first time, mate. They like to have a go at me. LJ says, great watch along, Danjo and Lex, thanks for the laughs along the way. Yeah, and
Cheers.
Buffalo says, wow, Lewis did well to carry on with no rear tyres. I mean, look, you can see.
Yeah, look at him. Wow.
They're absolutely shot. He did phenomenally well, and on the podium.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Listen,
did well.
it's been a great time for the Brits as well. You know, George couldn't quite get towards the podium, but they couldn't all get on there when Max is so good. But yeah, I'd have loved to have seen the three of them on there today. It would have been phenomenal. But Albon, shout out to Albon today again.
Yeah.
Unbelievable consistency he's shown at the moment. He's been fantastic.
Who doesn't want Alex Albon in their team at the way he's driving at the minute?
Listen, you know, and that's the thing. I said it on the live. I think when you look at what Perez is doing at the moment, and you look at what Albon's doing, did they get rid of the wrong driver?
Would they eat humble pie and take him back?
They should do. If it was me, they should,
agree.
because I think he's there for the taking there. I think they could get him there to come back and say, do you know what, we got it wrong. Prove to us why we didn't get it wrong. Yeah, we did get it wrong. Sorry, and you know, and go from there.
What a helmet that is. That's a wicked helmet, isn't it?
Yeah, innit?
Oh my gosh, what a
Sick,
nice
innit?
helmet.
Really
That's
cool.
a really nice helmet. So, question, is a McLaren back?
Well,
Got to wait till next race, but
you've
I
got to
hope
be a
so.
brave person to write him off after that performance.
Yeah,
2-4.
yeah.
I mean, that is absolutely obscene. And are we now at the point, assuming that Red Bull are a class above everybody else, Aston Martin, Mercedes, Ferrari, and now McLaren?
Yeah,
do we have four
superb.
teams that are like
We do.
anybody could finish anywhere?
So I say, mate,
and
get
Perez
Max
can't
out.
do anything. So we've got like, it's crazy how after Max
It's a
arguably
free-for-all.
one of the most exciting seasons ever.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
It's a free-for-all, man. Like I said to you, you don't want to predict a podium every weekend. You know, the guy in the chat there saying, oh, this is easy money. It wouldn't be easy money predicting a podium, would
Yeah,
it? Every
yeah,
weekend.
yeah,
No,
no idea.
way would it be easy, you know, so...
2024, if they all take one more step or Red Bull don't take a step, could be a barnstorm. I think it's 2012 when there was, what was it, 7 world champions?
Yeah.
The
Wow,
2012 one.
yeah, it was,
It could
wasn't
be
it?
like
Crazy.
that, where I think in the last race, 4 guys could win the world championship. I think Vettel was well ahead and Alonso. If we had that in 2024, could you imagine?
Yeah, Ngoni disagrees with us and says Albon would struggle in the Red Bull. Interesting. The second seat is just a cursed seat, in their opinion. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong there.
Yeah,
Everyone
I
that's been
can't
in
say
it
he's wrong
struggled.
there, actually. I can't say he's wrong there.
Yeah.
I'm with Dan though on that. I think that's a Horner thing. I think that's a Horner and Marco thing. There's
Comes
a-
from the top, something like
Yeah.
Agree.
that.
Of course
yeah.
it does. I agree.
There's a lot of negatives about Toto
There is,
Wolff
look.
as well, but he's managed. He always managed. Even Rosberg, even managed to get them both performing at the same time.
Yeah.
Getting 2 guys going is difficult.
Oh, mate, very, very
I will
very
say this, though. Big up the crowd today, because that would have been
Yeah.
a phenomenal race for those two on the podium.
I think we saw it was 480,000 people across the weekend across the Silverstone.
Incredible.
And I was one
Phenomenal.
of them
Well done, Joe.
on Friday.
Phenomenal, man. Phenomenal.
We've had the guys from On Track GP there. They're right now. We've got Robbie and Abby are there having the time of their lives. We're in a hot studio.
We are.
We've pulled the short
We
straw,
are in a hot
lads.
It is a
studio,
hot
yeah.
But it's been an absolutely fantastic race. It's
been awesome.
Amazing. And I mean, I'm just so happy for Lando. I really, really am. And I hope that McLaren can step up. Look, if I take my Ferrari hat away, I'd love to see 4 teams battle it out for
Same.
second place. I'd love to see
100.
that. If I put my Ferrari hat on, I hope they all crash and burn. And Ferrari win every race. But as a fan of the sport, that second place is suddenly
Yep.
fascinating.
Yep.
Absolutely fascinating.
Yep.
Arguably, even second place in the drivers is fascinating.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
Alonso's dropped off a bit, Perez has dropped off a bit, Hamilton's starting to score more points.
Yeah.
I mean, it could go anywhere.
Who is second? Lewis must be pretty close to
think
it.
That's
it's
really
still
close.
I think it's
It's got
still
to be.
Perez.
It's got to be
Perez.
Perez, but it ain't just close now. And
Perez
it's close.
is-
Perez and then Alonso and then Hamilton,
Oh
I think.
dear! If you can't get second in the drivers in that car,
It's embarrassment.
yes. Oh my God, you should retire.
Absolute embarrassment, yeah.
Hear the buddies together. Crowd are going crazy for Lando.
Do
Rightly
you know what
so.
I was surprised about last year? Maybe you felt this as well, Dan. At Silverstone, I was surprised how many McLaren fans there were.
Sea of orange.
Yeah,
everywhere.
Sea of
tons,
orange everywhere.
Tons,
Yeah.
tons.
Sea of orange. It was at one
numbers.
stage you're like, are we in Holland or are
Yeah.
we in who's?
Yeah,
Oh,
it
it's
was like,
McLaren, right?
yeah.
Cool. You know what
Yeah,
I
was
mean?
like, why are they all
mad.
Max fans? Oh,
Yeah.
they're McLaren fans.
It was insane. They had more support than Mercedes from it,
100%.
by far.
Yeah.
I suppose they would do if you think about it, but it's great to see, man, because I'm a big fan of McLaren.
Yeah.
I've always had a soft spot for them since day one, so I was supporting Formula One for like 30 odd years now, and they've always been my team, man, McLaren.
Yeah.
Just absolutely love.
Can they bring the chrome back full time? Bit less orange and bring the chrome back.
That's cool, isn't
like
it?
like the
It is
2000
cool, man.
chrome.
Well, the you know, when they put a different livery on for a race, that quite often curses the team, but that's been their lucky
It
charm.
looks
having a bit
beautiful
of
though,
chrome
doesn't it?
Yeah.
in. It was gorgeous, mate. Well, look, that has been a fantastic race today. Thank you for joining us. I hope you had as much fun as we did. We got there in the end.
Yep.
And look, if there's any winner today, Max won the race, but the real winner has to be Lando Norris.
Yeah,
100%.
Fantastic.
Yep.
Dan, Lex, thank you so much for joining, guys. It's been good fun. And yeah, stay tuned. We'll be doing the podcast tomorrow, so keep your eyes and ears open for that. And we'll see you soon. Thanks, guys. See ya.